Fill it up again.
Oh,
Oh,
there you are.
oh my gosh. All right.
Okay, I'm
Very
totally
cool.
on Wi-Fi right now, so I'm gonna run and go get the beer. And
Okay.
this is my device for like making it work. I'm surprised I didn't gouge
Okay.
my eye out. Give me like 1 second to run. You guys have me
Take your
sweating
time.
so much
There's
right
no
now.
rush.
I'll be right back. Talk to them about whatever.
Okay. All right. So, guys, as I was telling you before, Beer Life is a social media network, all to do with craft beer. Once Helen gets back, she's going to tell us a little bit about it. I'm curious to know, they have a couple different accounts that we follow at Beer.Tales. Lots of good content. If you follow at Beer Life Helen, she's got some great content as well. Definitely check that stuff out. And this is going to be some of the best content. This is going to be Helen's first time shotgunning a beer. I'm not necessarily a novice, but I'm not a pro either. Shout out to Meta at Meta Beers for sending Beer.Tales crew this handy tool that we are going to use to shotgun Miami Blonde by Focal Brewing Company here in Miami. Shout out to Focal as well. Thank you very much for sponsoring.
Okay, I'm back.
Shotgun. All right. So, what I want to know, what is the whole Beer Life thing, and what is your involvement, and how did you get involved? Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Sure. Okay, so Beer Life is a lifestyle brand centered around beer and the whole culture around beer. So Beer Life. My involvement is that I just drink all the beer and get to do all the fun things. And it was a company that started by my husband back when he was in college, and he had no money, so he had to go get a real job.
Okay.
Now he has money, and he can put all his money into Beer Life and make it into something that he always envisioned for it.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
great. How long have you had in?
Sorry, I can't breathe. I was running.
How
like
long have you?
A quarter mile down the road.
Oh, geez. Well, hey, you
Yeah.
are a good sport.
So this is less beautiful than where I was at, but this works much better. So
That's
what
okay.
was the next question?
Just like how long have you had the IG account? Tell us a little bit about what you do with that. While you went and got the beer, I told everybody to follow you if they don't already, because your content is great.
Okay, so I've had the Instagram account since I believe November, but Beer Life has been on Instagram since July.
Okay.
At some point in time, we decided that I was having so much fun going to all the breweries that I was going to be kind of the personality of the brand, and so I get to have, like I said, all the fun. I get to meet all the fun people, do all the fun things, drink all the beer. So, and originally before quarantine happened, I was traveling everywhere and meeting, going to different breweries and meeting the people that work there and doing write-ups about the brewers and the brewery and the people that work there. And unfortunately, because of quarantine, all I'm doing is taking silly pictures with beer. But I promise everyone that is watching right now and listening that I will get back to that, and it will be a lot more, there'll be more depth to the page than just a bunch of boobs and bikinis and beer.
Well,
although you guys seem to really like that.
There is a segment of folks out there that don't mind that, so keep doing that. Do whatever you have to do in addition to that, but keep doing that as well.
Yes, there are some people that let me
long
know how much they can see my nipples at any point in time during any picture. So I get updates on my nipples more so than I know about my nipples. So I appreciate that, guys. Thank you for letting me know about my areolas.
So, guys, follow at Beer Life Helen to find out about her nipples and areolas. She'll
All
do
of them.
probably weekly updates, right?
Weekly updates.
How long have you
message me about how they're doing?
Yeah. How long have you been a fan of craft beer?
So craft beer, I think we've been up here at the lake. It's a lot more fun. On the island in Puerto Rico, there's not a lot of, it's very limited. There are a few breweries on the island, but as far as like going to the grocery store, sometimes by the time you're getting the craft beer, it's been there for a while. So it's a hunt. Although I am lucky, the grocery store that's near me has a pretty good selection.
Okay.
But But as far as like going to the breweries and stuff, I would say it's been over the last 3 years that we've really been doing that. And I would say really like hustling and doing it almost every day has been over the last year.
Okay. So
So
what's your favorite style of craft beer?
I knew you were going to ask me that. Okay, so here's the thing about the craft beer. I think I have a style, and then I will go to a brewery, and they'll be like, wait, 'cause I thought I didn't like stouts. I thought for sure I hated them. Every stout
Right.
I'd ever had was disgusting. It was like eating like bad, heavy rye bread, right? But that's how I felt about it. And then I went to this brewery in Orlando, and they gave me a stout, and I was like, wait a minute, I didn't expect that. So I think each brewery has its own special thing that it does, and to say that this is
Yeah.
my favorite is kind of counts me out of maybe something that is amazing and I miss it.
Sure.
But generally I like a double IPA. That's my favorite. But those are my favorites. But I have found some stouts that I really enjoy, and then at Three Daughters Brewery, there was a porter that I liked.
Okay. Which was the brewery in Orlando that made the stout that you liked?
That was 1010 Brewing.
I don't think I've been there.
Yeah, it was it's a small one. There's actually the guy that he was sort of like my little tour guide in the beginning, and he was really sweet. He's the one who kind of brought everything to the table, and he was like, please just try this before. And I appreciated that. Like, he pushed me in a way that I probably would have kept my own opinions had he not done that.
Sure.
So now when I go, I'm kind of like, what is your favorite thing? Give me all your favorites, not I want this.
Okay.
It's kind of like going to a therapist. You're like, I don't know what I need. Tell me what I need.
Well, what do you feel like you need?
Yeah, like if I knew what I needed, I wouldn't be here, right? That's
exactly.
kind of the point.
Exactly. So the brewer that makes the beer that we're going to be shotgunning, he actually gave us a suggestion the last time we saw him. Yes. So Miami Blonde. It's spelled a little differently after I did the research on this. Mayami, right? That is the indigenous tribe from Lake Okeechobee.
Okay.
Originally settled in what is now known as Miami. So he named the beer after the tribe, which is pretty cool.
I thought he was trying to spell it like all the weird rednecks say it.
Yeah, probably that too. A little bit of that.
But that's awesome. I got a history lesson today too.
So his name is Carlos, and he said what he does when he goes to drink at a new brewery, he usually orders a Pilsner because it's the simplest beer, cleanest style of beer. And if they can do that type of beer well, then they can do their IPAs well, they can do their stouts well, they can do everything else well. So that's
that is a great lesson in beer. I love hearing like what everybody does because it's so different. Each person has their own.
When you talk to a brewer, like they know their shit.
Yeah.
So.
And some of the brewers are really nice. Like they give me the tour and they give me like how they came to be brewers and all this stuff. And then some of them aren't as friendly or they're a little more shy. Like there was a brewer up in Vermont that was very, very shy, but he was very shy. So I couldn't get him to interview. And I don't want to say which brewery it was.
Was it the
beer is actually very amazing. Huh?
Was it the
No, it was not.
No?
No, it wasn't. But he was very sweet, but very shy. It was a very small brewery. And he was, I think more than anything, he was a little like worried I might say something negative. But
have you been to any breweries in upstate New York? I think the last time I was up there, I went to Paradox, which is up near like Long Lake or something. It's like
we have like we like to go do the breweries up here because it's a lot more fun, honestly, than it is doing it on the island in Puerto Rico. So we've been to Omegang, which was like, if nobody's been there, it is one of the coolest breweries I've ever been to. It's so cool, but it's very big, so they don't actually, a lot of people, sometimes the bigger breweries, they don't have a lot of time to sit down and talk to you.
Sure.
So one of the breweries that we went to, I think you can see the pictures on my page, is a very local brewery right here in Lake George. And I'm sorry, right off the top of my head, I can't remember the name of it.
Is it Adirondack?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. And so that's really good. And then there's the Bolton Landing Brewery that we go to all the time. You can sit outside and, you know, it's a smaller brewery. I wasn't going to mention it because it's so tiny, and I don't even know if they bottle the beer to like be sold and distributed. But thank you, Mama Jean.
Well, I know their mother.
She's over here in the corner, like hiding.
Well, tell her I said hi.
Mom.
They say hi. Everybody says hi.
So I think what we're going to do, I don't know if you guys can tell, it's getting dark here.
Okay, let's do it.
We might get a thunderstorm pretty soon, so let's get to brass tacks.
Okay, let's do it.
Now, so you practiced.
I've practiced on some soda cans. I have not practiced with beer.
Okay.
So I know, I watched some videos. Like some people sent videos, and you stab it while it's tilting up. The most exciting part of this is this, okay? Like, I'm super excited about this. Okay. And you're going to win. I don't know why we're calling this a contest.
I don't know if I'm going to win.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
There she goes.
How do you do this? Oh, shit.
I didn't know.
Okay, you won.
I didn't know that you were going to crack it.
Everybody makes fun of my chugging, so I don't know why you thought I would be good at shotgunning.
I think we can call it a tie. We might have to go back and check the tape.
What's happening in this driveway is not pretty, though.
Well, from what I could see while I was doing it, I think you did pretty well.
Yay! I got it. All right.
You did good.
See, look, she's all about it. Where are you?
Folks are saying you won.
She did great, right? He's
I
cute.
think she did awesome.
Oh, whoa! You have a fan over here.
Wow.
You better watch out. Don't give me your address.
Okay. I'm somewhere in Miami.
She's from Fort Lauderdale. She'll drive down.
Okay. We were up in Lauderdale last weekend.
Were you?
Yeah, we went to.
Okay, now I'm gonna burp. It's disgusting. Hold on. That's the worst part about this. You're trying to make me not be a lady.
What are you drinking next? What's on the docket for tonight?
I brought the second one you sent me.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
that's what I was drinking next. And then I brought my cup because I thought
this one you get a chance to enjoy.
Soda, it doesn't all run out, but that one ran out all over the driveway. Oh shit! I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. So, anyhow,
I want to say thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
We worked through some technical difficulties, but
we
did. It went okay.
I think it was amazing. We did great.
Yes.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It was really fun, and I promise next time I have better signal, we'll do this again.
All right. Most definitely, and you'll pick the beer.
I'll pick the beer next time, and I'll mail it to you.
Absolutely. Take care.
All right. Bye.
Bye,
Thank
Helen.
you.
Ciao.